Hello everyone! Today I will talk about the process of development in Pepa's adventure. Pepa's adventure is developed by two creators. Basically, we separated roles in game development. Every week we held meetings to share progress. Since Koji, the engineer, lives in Japan and I live in Germany, we discussed issues on GitLab and communicated mainly through text. To initiate game implementation, we first determined the technical specifications for animation. Initially, I considered using Live 2D, an animation tool. However, there was no HTML SDK for Live 2D. While it could output GIFs, they were not lightweight enough for web operation, raising concerns about performance issues. Koji proposed, "I will implement a new animation tool for this game," and he did. This open source animation tool, img-motion, outputs animations in JSON format. Sound effects are also included with Base64, making the animations fairly lightweight. I will explain how to create a character animation. To begin, prepare a papercut image, which can take a few hours or even a whole day to complete. Next, scan the image. With this image data, separate the parts to move in Clip Studio, which takes about 1 hour per character. Then, set the bone relationships, add rotation, position, and scale using img-motion, spending 30 minutes on one animation. To efficiently create animations, I made a flowchart and identified which animations to make. In the end, I made about 50 animations in total. Then, Koji developed the 2D HTML game engine in a few months. In this engine, the main game script is also in JSON format. With this game engine, I wrote JSON to compose the game scenes. Our development period was about 1 year, during which we encountered various challenges. The most difficult one was the memory leak problem. Initially, to animate the characters, we wrote CSS using JavaScript. However, it didn't work well on smartphones due to limited memory. So, Koji drastically changed the engine logic and displayed characters with HTML canvas. The most impressive moment was, of course, when the characters started moving as I implemented them. I was genuinely thrilled to see the characters move as if they were alive. Throughout the development, I often felt like a movie director, giving instructions to the papercut actors. They occasionally suggested acting differently, making it feel like we were creating a movie through communication. Next time, I will talk about the story just before the release. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.